Hey everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be talking about how we can build reading habits in a student. This topic is in collaboration with two most amazing educators, bloggers, and Instagrammers, Huma the Writer and Nazzishzaka. You'll find their IG accounts at Huma the Writer and nazzishzaka.home.blog. So feel free to go ahead and check out their accounts and see what they have to say about today's Tuesday Teacher Talk. I'll be starting off with a brief introduction to reading and then share some ways to instill reading habits in students. So let's start from the basics. What is reading? We know that reading is the key to success in all content areas. We also know that reading is an act, a skill, or a process involving word recognition, comprehension, and fluency. Recognition means to identify the words in print. Comprehension means to construct an understanding from them, and fluency means to coordinate, identify words, and make meaning. A more useful cognitive definition is reading is a number of interactive processes between the reader and the text in which readers use their knowledge to build, to create, and to construct meaning. To develop word recognition, kids need to learn phonemic awareness, alphabetic principle, word study, decoding with prior knowledge and interest, all of which are important to understand the text. To develop comprehension, children need to develop background knowledge, oral vocabularies, print vocabularies, various kinds of text, purpose of reading, and the strategies for constructing meaning. To develop fluency, students need to develop a high level of accuracy, maintain a rate of reading, and use phrasing and expression. Some students often know how to read, they just don't use effective strategies to get the full meaning from the text they read. Learning to read is all about listening and understanding, as well as working out what is in the story. Children are exposed to a wide range of words through listening to stories. This helps them to build their own vocabulary and improve the understanding when they listen, which is vital as they start to read. Reading benefits students academically and lifelong success. So reading develops vocabulary, it increases attention span, it provides or promotes stronger analytic thinking. To improve students' reading comprehension, teachers should introduce the 7 cognitive strategies of effective readers, which is activating, inferring, monitoring, clarifying, questioning, searching, selecting, summarizing, and visualizing, organizing. The 5 aspects to the process of reading are phonics, phonemic awareness, vocabulary, reading comprehension, and fluency. There are 3 different styles or types of reading: academic text, which is in-depth reading, scanning, and skimming. Here are some ways teachers can help to instill reading habits in a student. Number 1, exposure. Number 2, encourage. Number 3, model the use of visuals and graphic organizers. And number 4, implementation. Now let's go through each and every one, starting from number 1, exposure. Usually I expose students to authentic and level appropriate literature by creating a reading corner in the class where the students can sit, read, and discuss course book stories. For upper grades, they can bring their own favorite book and share with each other during independent reading class. We can also give children access to books. There should be 1 class per week allocated for library period, where the students are taken to the library for 40 minutes and should freely choose any book they read. Slowly, the students will get up to grab a book, even to look at the pictures. So let them explore by looking at the pictures, follow DIY books or general knowledge books according to their level. Eventually, the interest will develop by itself. Number 2, encourage. Reading should be done in class every day, in groups or individually. So encourage students to reread when they don't understand, stopping to think about how the reading relates to their own life and experiences. When going for field trips, let them read road signs to show how reading is everywhere. When students inquire about specific genre, encourage them to support and the library should lend those books for a week or 10 days. This will help your child apply reading to everyday life to increase interest in reading. Play lots of word games, reinforcing effort and providing recognition. Number 3, use models of visuals and graphic organizers. In upper class especially, provide graphic organizers on fiction and non-fiction so that they can evaluate the book according to their perspective and encourage them to keep a log. It helps them to make connections. Also use brainstorming to identify prior knowledge and interest or experience. Make use of cues like pictures, graphs, and charts. Use clips from videos that emphasizes the concepts. Number 4, implementation. Show them animated movies with subtitles. Use songs to build phonemic awareness. Retell what is reading orally or written form. Reenact or imitate what they have read, that is role play. Turn the headings or the subheadings into questions to focus their reading. At home, they can have a reading nighttime routine because students who read 20 minutes a day outside the school tend to have improved language skills, a better understanding of language. Okay, those were the few steps through which any student will get into the habit of reading and enjoying reading. Thanks for watching. You'll find the entire article about this topic on my blog, www.syspj.wordpress.com. I'd like to thank Huma and Nazish for giving me this opportunity and for making today's blog and YouTube possible. You will find their opinions about this topic on their IG and blog feeds, so feel free to look them up. Thanks again to both of them for this idea. Hopefully we'll be back next Tuesday with a new topic. Until then, stay safe and stay connected.